Greetings, everybody. My name is Jim Shear.
Hello, I'm Mike Adam.
And welcome to another episode of Give Me Five. And today's category, going to be an interesting one. Reasons why rock and roll is or isn't dead. Mike, give me five.
Yeah, I'm going with why it is dead. And at my number 5 spot, I'm going to say because bands like Mumford and Sons, Paramore, Coldplay, they're dropping the instruments to kind of go for a more poppy sound or whatever, and it just takes away a little bit from what they initially were, especially people like Paramore and Mumford and Sons that they're doing.
So wait, Mumford and Sons are dropping the instruments?
Well, their latest album, it was very...
And more like they're plugged in?
Yeah, it was much more... they were experimenting with different sounds. It wasn't like the kind of folky rock that we've known to get from them.
So Mike misses the hootenanny.
Yes, I miss the hootenanny.
We need more hootenanny in rock and roll.
At the number 4 spot, what festivals have kind of become like Coachella or a bunch of other ones? They've become this just pop culture phenomenon thing, a place where a lot of money can be made, and it's more about like what celebrities you are seeing at these festivals rather than the music and Warped Tour and stuff like that. It's becoming, I feel like, less about the music and more about the event. At the number 3 spot, the lack of support for rock at award shows.
Yeah, I feel that one, definitely.
I think it's coming back a little bit because maybe they caught so much flack for it, but it's all pop. There's where's the rock? I was so happy to see Dave Grohl at what was it?
The Grammys.
Doing Blackbird? The Oscar. Was it the... Yeah, at the Grammys. At the Grammys. Yeah, I was so happy to see stuff like that. So hopefully it's coming back a little bit.
Or no, it was the Oscars
it was
that
the
he did
Oscars,
Blackbird.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. And I think at the Grammys he introduced the Hollywood Vampires, maybe. Okay.
Yes. All right.
All running together.
At the number 2 spot, I think rock acts, the way they handle their social media pales in comparison to pop acts. And I don't know if it's good or bad, but there's definitely, that's a place you need to capitalize on and draw fans in and extend your reach. The exception is people like 21 Pilots. They do a very good job of it. But if you look at other people like Walk the Moon or Black Keys, some of their stuff is getting like 40 retweets, some of their tweets. I get more retweets than that's crazy to me, So I just don't think they're capitalizing on social media as good as the pop people. And at the number 1 spot, not everyone is Dave Grohl. So I think some of these acts from the 90s haven't been able to transition over into the 2000s and keep the longevity going, which I think would have helped the genre overall. So you got these people like Dave Grohl or maybe the Chili Peppers to an extent that still are relevant now and having as big of an impact as they did back in the 90s, but that's far and few. So those people have kind of dwindled away.
Okay, so that's why rock is dead.
Yeah.
And I told you off camera that I could give 5 reasons why rock is dead.
It's tough.
And back to your award show point, as a sound man, you probably love this era. Because you say, thank God, all I have to do is hit a play button. But back in the day, you'd have to mic drums and cymbals and bass amps and guitar amps. So for the sound man, it's easier, but we need rock and roll. And I'm here to tell you today that rock and roll is not dead.
Give me 5.
5 reasons why. Number 5, it's still the hallmark of music authenticity. So when you have a pop performer or a hip-hop performer and they want to be taken seriously, what do?
Add a guitar.
They play with a rock band, whether it be a live TV performance or an award show performance.
Yep.
Number 4, the internet. 20 years from now, rock might not be played on the radio. Rock might not even be talked about amongst teenagers. But a kid in his bedroom who's 15 years old and feeling kind of bummy could stumble upon footage of Mick Jagger, Roger Daltrey, Robert Plant, Trent Reznor, and say, Sam, what are they doing? And he could be the spark or all of these videos could be the spark that starts the rock and roll fire. And this kid who's watching could be the spark of the rock and roll fire. At number 3, Dave Grohl and Jack White. If Dave Grohl and Jack White are alive, rock and roll is not dead. And if you want Rock and Roll 101, just look and listen to what Dave Grohl and Jack White are doing with record labels and the way they give sound bites in interviews and the way they perform on stage. Number 2, Kanye West. Listen, what is Kanye West doing? Kanye West is being a rock star. Everything Kanye West is doing has already been done. He's taken the ball from David Bowie and Freddie Mercury and Mick Jagger. Imagine if there was social media back in the 60s and 70s.
Oh my God.
Paul McCartney and John Lennon, Jimi Hendrix on social media, they would be mega stars. So Kanye West is just taking the ball from the gods who gave it to him. He is the rock star of the 2000s. And the number one reason rock and roll is not dead, rock is best when the chips are down. This is where I want my rock and roll to be, because you can't have a rock and roll revolution if everything's peachy, right? Yeah. So the chips are down right now. There's some teenagers who are going to get kicked around at school. They're going to be sick of listening to hip hop and pop music, and they are going to start the next rock band, which will snowball into the next rock and roll revolution. Rock is not dead.
Man, we could talk about this all day. Love this topic. Is rock alive? Is it dead? Comment below, and we will talk to you next week.